DegreeWorks is your online degree audit tool. I'll be showing you some of the basic features. You need to log into URSA and click on the Student tab and then click DegreeWorks. DegreeWorks will help you track your degree requirements, your liberal arts core, major requirements, minor requirements, and any additional requirements such as licensure or endorsements are tracked and recorded here. Let's go over some of the features. The student view is the screen that is most often used, so we'll start with that. In the student view block, your name will show, the last 4 digits of your BEAR, your advisor's name, cumulative GPA, college, level, classification, degree, major, concentration if you have one, and minors if declared. If you think something is wrong in this section, for example, your minor is not showing, please contact the registrar's office. It's possible that the paperwork was not received and may need to be resubmitted. In the next block, this header shows your degree, such as BA, BS, etc. Your catalog year, this is the year you declared your major. Your credits required, which is always 120. Your credits applied, please be aware that this will always include your current registration, and your GPA. It is important to know that this GPA can be different from your cumulative GPA, which can be found on your unofficial transcript in URSA. Please always refer to your unofficial transcript in order to see your actual GPA. There are a few symbols that you will notice throughout DegreeWorks. For instance, you may see a green circle with a check, a red circle, a half blue circle, an info box. These will help you through the DegreeWorks process to tell you whether you've completed or not completed or whether that course is in progress. Let's take a look now at the LAC. The LAC is broken up into 2 blocks. Liberal Arts 40 credits and Liberal Arts Basic Core courses. Let's start with the first block. In this block, you are required to have 31 basic LAC courses and a total of 40 credits of LAC courses. The LAC 31 Basic Core is going to have all the LAC courses you've taken, transferred, or are currently registered for that will cover the individual areas that you are required to take in LAC areas 1 through 8. The 40 credit minimum area shows all LACs you have taken, transferred, or currently registered for. Remember, you have to take 31 credits to fill the areas, and then 3 more 3-unit courses to reach that 40 LAC credit minimum. We'll touch on this later. Let's look at the LAC Basic Core block. This area can be a little intimidating for some, but don't worry. The more you use it, the easier it will be to understand. In Area 1, you will see that it says 6 hours. This means that you need to take 2 classes to satisfy this area. One from Area 1A, one from Area 1B. If you look over to the right, you will always see that it says 3 credits in the attribute LAC1. If you click on the word attribute, you will see a small screen open. This screen are the courses that you can take to meet this requirement. Let's try another one that has more choices. Here on LAC 1B, you'll see that you have several course options to choose from. Most students will take English 123 here, but if you are required in your major to take a different LAC 1B, you can do what we call double dip, which means you can have it count in both places. As you notice, in LAC 1B, there are more choices for you to take. If you prefer to see the LAC checklist, we'll provide a hyperlink for you in that block. If you click on it, it will take you to the LAC core curriculum so that you can see the current checklist. Let's take a look at LAC Area 2. This area is the math requirement. Be sure to pay special attention to the choices here. There are 2 options to choose from. First, you can click on that attribute again and see the courses that will satisfy this requirement. You are only required to take one math course from the list of 3-unit courses unless you take Math 181. If you take that class, you are required to also take Math 182. This is the only requirement where 2 classes are needed to satisfy the area. Most students just take one 3-credit math course from the list of eligible courses. Okay, let's move on to LAC Area 3. Area 3 requires 6 units. There are 4 subsections listed, A through D, and each has an attribute to click on. You will need to choose 2 classes not from the same area. So for example, if you choose LAC 3A, you can choose LAC 3B, or you can choose B and C, or you can choose A and D. This is a fun section, so find something you want to learn about. Area 4 is up next. History only requires 3 credits. So you only have one course here to take. Again, you can click on the attribute to find out what those courses are. In this example, you'll see that this area is met and there's a green checkbox. Okay, let's check out Area 5. This section has 3 subsections, A, B, and C. You need one class from one section. Again, be sure you are checking with the attributes or the checklist to ensure that you are registering for an eligible LAC 5 course. So here's the tricky part of the LACs. You also need to take an additional LAC 3 or 5. You may take a course from any of the LAC 3s, A, B, C, or D, or an LAC 5 course. But you cannot take one from the same subsection you took previously. For example, if you took an LAC 5C before, you may not take an additional 5C, but you may take a 5A or a 5B. The next block is the Liberal Arts International and Multicultural block. These areas are 7 and 8. Again, they work just like the basic LACs. If you haven't taken a course, please check on the attribute to find a list of courses that are eligible for this area. You need one class from Area 7 and one class in Area 8. Okay, let's take a look at your major block. This block will show you all the courses that you need to fulfill your major requirements. Each course is named on the left and will have a still needed showing on the right along with the course and prefix number. If you click on the course, it will open up a hyperlink to the course description. Make sure you are checking the area just beneath the major header block, as sometimes this area will show unmet conditions for this set of requirements. This may have information regarding the number of credits you still need, the number of upper division credits you need, a grade or GPA requirement for the block, or any other types of information. If you are pursuing a minor, the next blocks will show the courses needed to fulfill your minor requirements. It is set up just like the major block with hyperlinks and the courses needed. Again, make sure you check for unmet conditions. If you have a licensure or you have an endorsement, that will show under the major. Again, it works just like the major block, showing you all the courses needed. The next block you may see is the university course electives or fall through. These courses are counting towards your 120 units, but are not specifically counting for any of your LAC, major, minor, endorsement, or licensure needs. The university-wide credit or fall-through block will have courses that you have taken or transferred, but do not fulfill a specific requirement. They do count, again, towards the 120 required. The next block that you might see is the insufficient block. In the insufficient block, this will list any courses that do not apply to your 120 units. These courses would include courses that were failed, courses that you withdrew from, or courses that do not count towards the 120 units. And the final block that you may see is going to be the over the limit block. These are courses that exceed the maximum number of courses, generally the maximum number of transfer courses that you can apply towards your degree. You may also see a block called the exceptions block. These are for course adjustments made by your advisor adjusting the requirements in your major. If you have questions about your exceptions, please contact your academic advisor. Let's take a look at what's called the what if feature. The what if feature allows you to look at requirements for a major that you have not declared. In order to run a what if, go to the top of your degree audit and click on the What If tab. Now you can choose the current catalog year and the major that you're interested in. Let's choose Africana Studies. You can also choose additional areas like concentrations and minors before you click Submit. So in here, we're going to go ahead and select a minor of Brewing Lab Science. Now, scroll to the bottom and click on Process. Just like your degree audit for the current major or minor, you will see your degree block, your liberal arts core 40 units, your liberal arts basic core courses, your liberal arts international and multicultural block, but now you will see the major that you've selected in your what if search. This will show you all the requirements and how any courses that you have currently taken, transferred in, or are in progress, how they fulfill the major requirements. And you'll notice that also the minor that you've chosen will also show the requirements. This can be helpful in your planning. Well, this ends the tutorial of DegreeWorks. If you have any questions, please contact your academic advisor, or you may contact graduation at the office of the registrar.